about waking up with a brand new team. We're the local band that's with you, wherever it leads, because we're more than a band in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a band, and in a band.
Again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Crete High School for the second half of your Varsity doubleheader between the visiting Bulldogs from Gering and your homestead Cardinals. At this time, I will invite everyone to please rise. Gentlemen, move your hats as we honor our flag and country with the Crete High Band playing our national anthem. Again, a special welcome to our visitors from Gering. Long trip, beautiful city. Glad to have you here. Now your starting lineups First for the visitors from Gering. Number 1, a 6-foot senior, Max Greeley. Number 4, 6-foot senior, Jacob Van. Number 5, a 6'1", junior, Uriah Waltera. Number 23, a 6'2", junior, Jackson Howard. And number 42, a 6'3", senior, Kate Bonsa. Coach, Bulldogs are coached by Rick Winkler.
Good evening. We are back with an exciting introduction for the Crete boys basketball team as they take on the Gering Bulldogs. The 3-6 Gering Bulldogs. In with me tonight is Brent Cole. I'm Brent Kane. You got the two BCs with you tonight. Always like that new introduction. We got the new scoreboards here. Pretty exciting. They dim the lights and everything's going and the crowd loves it.
It is. The place looks great. The new video boards, new gymnasium. Student section is loud on Jersey Day at the high school. They're ready to go.
So Gering wins the tip. They're 3-6 on the season. Crete sitting at 8-1. I believe 3 in the wild card points for Class B.
And that's the guy right there for Gering, number 1.
Number 1, Max Greeley. With the block, Gardner, but his lands out of bounds, so it's going to stay Bulldog basketball.
Yeah, and with Gardner starting on Greeley, you know, Crete obviously is trying to have a big physical defender. Greeley averages over 18 points a game, so that'll be an interesting matchup to watch.
Shot up by Howard. Crumbless with the board for the Cards, and here they come quick. Svitak in the corner. Looks like we'll see a 2-3 zone. In the middle of that zone, number 42, Caden Bonsack. Ball tip. Crete averaging 57 points per game, just allowing 43. McDowell thinks about it. With the turnover, let's see who gets it. Crete will hold on to it. Ibarra almost had it for Gering. If you missed it, our first game of the night was a thriller as well. Crete girls came up with the 3-point victory. It was a good ball game. Ehlers, Crumbless finish, up and under.
Good finish by Gardner. Going up and then going to the other side of the rim to protect from the defender. Good finish.
Really good D by both teams to start off as the offenses try to figure out the defense. Ibarra with the ball. He'll wait for him to get set up. Gardner with the attempt, but off to the left is Greeley. And there's Gardner. He's going for it and gets it down with the dunk. I think we got a new highlight for that early highlight reel.
Highlight.
Got to get the crowd going. Crete up 4-0. Bonsack with the shot. Just out. Crumbless.
That's the second really, really tough rebound. Mason Crumbless is a great rebounder. Does a lot of little things for the Cardinals.
McDowell from the side. Hits. Crete's only loss on the season came in their holiday tournament at Doane, where they lost to top-seeded Omaha Skutt. Travel called on Greeley. We'll take the shot anyway. We got a 30-second timeout called by head coach Winkler for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and I think that's a really good timeout. I mean, you don't necessarily want to burn one early, but, you know, it's only 6-0, but all of a sudden you can just kind of get that feeling that, you know, you got momentum's in Crete's favor, got a dunk, haven't really had a quality shot, I would say, on the offensive end. And if you're not careful, all of a sudden it can be double digits. So I think it's a good timeout here, you know, to try to, you know, get his team back in it.
Just a short timeout here. Both teams re-enter the floor. Crete boys play another one of the top seeds in Class B tomorrow, Scottsbluff Bearcats. Ehlers, McDowell open for three. That's going to be Gering basketball. Really brings it up. Ibarra driving left.
Really
nice little
strong.
pull up.
Real strong move.
Ehlers thinks about it. A little tough with a double team there. Good D by Jackson Howard. Knocked the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, Ibarra going to his left hand, getting down in that short corner, and a strong pull-up jumper to get the Bulldogs on the board.
Ibarra averaging 9 points a game on the season. Ehlers looking for Gardner, poked out, good D. Here comes Ibarra again, floater. Ehlers there with the board. And here comes Crete. Quick transition. And there's McDowell. He hits. Crete up 9-2. The crowd into it early here for Crete. On the drive, Jacob Van An, he'll draw the foul. That foul will go, looks like on Crumbless. for three. A little short. Ehlers, another rebound. Waiting for someone to pass to. He says, fine, I'll bring it up. Crumbus thinks about it. Goes with the drive over to Ehlers. He'll do more than think about it. He'll put it up. Nice job, Gardner.
Good
getting
pass.
it. Finish. Sweet talk.
Good rebound. He squares up, looks at the basket, sees an open teammate, and delivers a great pass.
Screens up top by Bonsack. Trying to free Greeley. Barra draws the contact with that drive with his left. That'll go on McDowell.
Yeah, you can see that he likes to drive that way. And, you know, right now for the Bulldogs, it's really hard right now for Greeley to get an open look. And he's having to use a lot of energy to try to get open. So that will continue to be a good matchup to watch. But right now, Gardner is doing a nice job on an 18 points per game score.
In the ball game for Crete, you have Henning, Gardner, Justice Gardner that is, and Trace Agee. In for Gering, number 24, Saban Roberts, and number 2, Eli Merez. Yeah, Gardner on Greeley is an interesting matchup. Good dish. McDowell throws it down. We got two dunks so far this first quarter. A couple of additions to the highlight reel. Greeley looking to drive.
Yeah, you can bet both of those are going to be on the intro, maybe even tomorrow.
Justice off the tip from Trace Agee. He'll dish it off. And Henning with the right-handed finish on the left side. Another timeout for Gering as Crete goes up 15-2.
You know, I wasn't expecting the dunk from McDowell. You know, I know he can.
Here it comes on the replay.
What a nice pass without a dribble, 2 steps. Really a nice finish and a great pass.
Making sure we got our cameras going here.
Now we're seeing Drew Henning with a good finish.
This strong defense leading to some quick offense here for Crete.
Yeah, and that's what it is. You know, right now Coach Siski in the huddle is saying, guys, we're up 15-2. You know, 15 points is a lot right now, but it is all coming from our defense. And so he is telling his kids to keep that same energy, to keep that pace on the defensive end, and then you're getting some easy baskets. You know, if you're Gering right here, obviously you'd like to get, Greeley going. You gotta set some screens here to get him going. Maybe it's a simple ball screen on top to get Gardner off of him, to force a switch, or to have to work through it. But you'd like to get Greeley going towards the basket because he's gonna have to, you know, start going a little bit, you know, to keep Gering in the ball game.
Well, he'll bring the ball up quickly off to Bonsack, who's double teamed. They'll double that first pass. Now they're back into their man. Barra with the Bulldogs' only bucket.
Yeah, and that's a good call. I mean, you know, you can have a hand check here and there, but you cannot keep your hand on him the entire drive. And so for Henning, continue to stay in a good guarding position, but you just got to get your hand off of his hip.
It's 3 team fouls for Crete. Bulldogs with 0. We approach the end of our first quarter. Rebound to Justice Gardner. Justice stays at post with the 4-around-1. Crete being patient, waiting for their opportunity here. Skip pass to Henning. Travel is going to be called. Just a little shuffle of feet there before. As Verton enters the ball game. He'll replace McDowell. Crumblitz re-enters.
And I really like how many people, have been playing for Crete early in the season. A lot of guys have been getting a lot of minutes, and when you do that, obviously you develop a lot of people, but, you're working on different combinations. And so later in the year, if you have, an injury or foul trouble, Crete has played a lot of different combinations so far.
Well, you got 9 guys right now that have played so far. Really looking to get something going. Step back pull up. He'll draw the foul from Verton. We'll see if he's shooting 3 here. They call it a 2 or a 3. Looks like a 3 from the replay.
Yeah, he was definitely behind the line there.
In the line for the Cardinals, number 11, McDowell, number 12, Jacob Gardner, and the lineup for the Bulldogs, number 4, Jacob Mandy.
So Greeley, his final attempt, he's good on 2 of the 3. So he'll give the Bulldogs 4, 15-4. See if Crete has last shot here. McDowell and Crumblitz. With the student section helping out. McDowell from the corner. Good. That gives him 10 in the first quarter.
Yeah, great way to end the quarter, obviously. Great quarter by Crete, led by McDowell offensively, but not sure what the call was here at the end. Oh, okay.
You're going to add time to that, or on the scoreboard? They're adding 0.8 of a second here to that first quarter. It's going to be Crete basketball. I didn't see it, but
I think the only thing I could think of is that they called the guy, out of bounds as he was trying to maybe enter the ball quick.
I guess, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if we'd have a replay on that, but I missed that after the shot. But as I was saying, obviously a terrific quarter for Crete, and you see McDowell offensively leading the way with double digits early, but Gardner's defense on Greeley was outstanding in that first quarter. And you can tell that Greeley, he's expending a lot of energy to just get an open look, and you could even see that on his first free throw attempt that he missed a little bit short. So if you're Gering, maybe you can try to get a look, inside the Bonsack, or you need to have Ibarra get going, a little bit more on the drive to kind of help Greeley get there a little bit. But right now, it's all Cardinals.
I think what's really going to be tough too is how quickly Crete's been able to transition. So if Gering doesn't get the bucket, then it's a quick rebound, it's a quick out. So you got to get back quick on defense. We've already had 2 dunks, we've had a couple of layups.
Yeah.
McDowell's hitting from outside. That zone's going to be tough to stay in the way they're shooting right now.
Yeah, but I would say that the first key defensively is what you referenced. Transition defense. They have got to get back and stop the ball because Crete's had far too many easy looks.
And there's the double team off the first pass. Gardner escapes it over to McDowell. McDowell hits again. That's 13. Extend that Crete lead to 14 points. Eggy with the defense and the board. Again, quick, up to Gardner off his fingertip. That'll be a turnover. Burton will enter the ball game. We talked about our all of our youth basketball teams, our first flight here that Crete does. I see a lot of our youth. You can kind of see them on your screen there above the Crete bench. A lot of the youth programs will sit behind the teams during these games to support their high school team. Greeley off the front of the rim. Crumbless. Pass goes long, but that's going to be over and back.
Yeah, it's great to see, you know, all the fans that we have here tonight. It's great to see some of our middle school students here. And, you know, the more involved you are, you know, the better student, the better athlete you're going to be.
Burton's still kind of down on the play, having a tough time getting up. His trainer Tim goes over. Good to see him walking on his own out with Tim.
Kind of looked like he rolled an ankle, but did not see it exactly.
He'll be replaced by Ehlers. So, Bulldog basketball under their own basket. Bart looking to drive left. Bonsack looking to drive. Initially stripped by Ehlers. Gets it back, but then Crumbless gets it. Dow, quick three, just long. Gardner, another offensive rebound, and he'll draw the foul. He'll get 2 free throws.
You
know, obviously a little bit forced there from McDowell, but, you know, he's hit a few shots, and you know, you're okay with those every once in a while. I'd be a hypocrite if I said I didn't take one of those.
I played with you and you've taken a couple of those. Yeah. Justice back on D, but good finish there. Jackson Howard. That little floater is tough to have in your game. It's something we didn't work on back in the day, but a lot of kids have that now. Good look inside Crumbless. He'll draw the foul. That'll be on Van Ann.
Jamin Gardner is doing a lot of things well tonight. I mean, he does a lot of things well, but tonight you're seeing really good defense, really good rebounding, and really good passing.
Coming with the rebound is Howard. There's Van Ann, just long. Rebound goes to Justice. Let's see if that was tipped or not. It'll be Bulldog basketball. Svitak. He'll come in for Justice. Good defense there by McDowell. Bonsack. D from Ehlers. He'll get the ball. He'll bring it up. Just over the hands of Gardner, so that's going to be a turnover.
Just going to say, good time for a timeout here. Great timing by Coach Siski. You know, I like our aggressiveness. We're still continuing to push the ball in transition. The only difference is this quarter is we're just not quite as sure on our passes. And, you know, they're just not there. So we want to continue to run and get those baskets like we did, but we just can't force it when it's not there.
Well, in this quarter, really been a lot less scoring than that first.
You know, it's tough to say, you know, when we haven't seen Gering play a lot, so I don't, know all of the action that they try to do. But, you know, you'd like to free up, you know, Greeley if you can. You know, you'd love to see a ball screen to force a switch potentially. He just hasn't had any looks inside the paint.
Bonsack comes up short, rebound, goes to McDowell. Crumbliss. And he hits. That might be his first shot of the night. Finally found an opening. Good shot, Mason. 4.5 here until halftime. There's a good take by Greeley. He'll get the and one opportunity.
Yep, that's really good for him. Going at the basket. Good to get a field goal and try to make it a three-point play. He's got to continue to keep driving to the basket.
15 basket is good. That's Greeley at the line, shooting 1 after making 2. And the line for the Bulldogs, 15, Fields, also number 24, 7 for Orange.
Greeley's attempt up and in. Trace Agee to bring it up. So far, Gering has yet to show Crete a different look defensively. Ooh.
Good pass.
Good look. Ehlers right there.
Yeah, a couple times Ehlers has, missed a couple ones that he usually does finish. He's got to stay positive and continue to go at the basket when he gets that look.
Well,
but again,
no.
Another great example of Gardner facing up and making a great pass.
Good vision there, but, talking to Ehlers, you're talking about Ehlers, look at what he's done defensively. Look how many boards he's had already. He's in that spot. Sometimes those happen. Next one's going in. Is your mindset. Good job by Agee. Crumbliss. Quick pull up. This will stay Crete basketball. Got a Husker basketball game tomorrow, 11 a.m., an early one. Trying to hand his feet talk, kind of tipped away from jump balls called. That's going to be Gering basketball.
Yeah, that's a good call.
So Crete up 24-9, just under 3 minutes remaining. Greeley with the drive, draws contact. Foul's going to go on Burton.
Call Cardinals 15 Greensburg is 7-6.
It's like the 16th foul for Crete.
And the lineup for the Cardinals is 12, Jacob Gardner. Also back in lineup for the Bulldogs, number 5, Uriah Guerrero.
So Gurley to bring it up. Seeing a lane is Eli Merez.
Yeah, and that was a really good drive. I mean, the entire side was completely, free. There was a couple staggered screens going on the other side, so that was a great time to drive with, nobody in help side. Couldn't capitalize on the free throw, but great rebound by Henning.
Eggy goes off the top of the box there. Quick in transition. Here comes Ibarra. There's another rebound, Ehlers. And he'll put it up. Look good from here, just a little long. The Gering basketball. Jackson Howard re-enters the game for Gering.
Crete's just a little bit stagnant here on offense the last few possessions. Obviously with McDowell on the bench, and shooting the ball well. It'd be nice to see if Crete can get, a shot a little bit closer to the basket than we've had the last few possessions.
Yeah, I had quite a few good shots. I mean, there are open opportunities, but like you said, they're not falling. Start attacking, especially in that 2-3 zone.
And that's kind of what I mean. You're going to be able to get a semi-open shot almost on every possession. Continue to work the ball and get the ball to the nail with Gardner right there at the free throw line. I mean, get it to him, let him face up and drive, and then still kick out and get a three. I'm not saying not take open threes, but let's work when you haven't scored in a couple of minutes, and let's work that a few times and get a great shot instead of a good shot.
Ibarra with the pull-up. Come with the rebound is Bonsack. Howard just goes off the backboard, so that's going to be Crete basketball. They're going to say tipped out by Gering.
In the lineup for the Bulldogs, number 4, Jacob Gering.
Good job by Greeley and Ibarra up there, kind of playing high in that 2-3 zone, getting a hand on it, causing the turnover. As Crete tried to enter in the high post. Good job, Crumbliss. Howard with the three, comes up short, rebound, Gardner. Hitting, it's always a tough shot. Bar will take it. That's long. Basket's been kind of tough going for both teams here in the second quarter.
And if you're Gering right here, obviously you're not just playing to, a last-second shot. You just need a basket. You need a basket in the worst way right now to go into the half with a little bit of momentum.
So 12 seconds remaining. Good cut by Ibarra. It's going to go Crete basketball with 5 seconds as McDowell re-enters the game.
Gering better come. Yeah, there you go. I was going to say, if they're going to stay back in the zone, McDowell's going to go to the volleyball line and shoot a deep 3 here. So that's good of them to get some pressure.
First call here, and they're just going to let it play out. So that's going to do it for our opening half. Crete goes in the locker room up 24-9 for the visiting Gering Bulldogs. Thanks for tuning in to the Crete Strive Network. I'm Brent Kane. I'm with Brent Cole. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We'll be back after halftime.
Almost where your sunrise says, I don't want to wake up anywhere else. Life is about waking up to a brand new team. We're the local bank that's with you, wherever it leads, because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank, and it's a bank.
Back. Here we are. Second half action. With Crete up 24-9. They were up 18-4 after the first quarter. Everything kind of slowed down. It was a 5-5 ball game in that second quarter.
Yeah, second quarter, not a lot of, great shots on either side. They kind of got caught up in the fast-paced transition of that first quarter, which is awesome. You want to obviously continue doing that, but there's highs and lows in all games, and so when you're in those lows, you really got to focus on your half-court offense and get quality shots. And so I would expect the focus on offense to be much better for the Cardinals here in this third quarter.
Well, and leading the way for the Cards, Aiden McDowell has 13 points, but he sat a lot of that second quarter with 2 personal fouls. There's a quick turnover, and here comes Greeley, averaging 18 points a game, but been held pretty quiet thus far. But that's a good start. Van An hits the 3.
Yeah, great shot by Van An. Van An, does a lot of things. Doesn't score a ton of points per game for Gering, but does a lot of things really well. Almost 5 rebounds a game, almost 2 assists a game, over 1 steal a game. So, Van An is a guy who does multiple things for Gering.
So Gardner still on Greeley. Doing a good job defensively. McDowell knows the bar is wanting to drive left. He blocks that one off. Good look. Nice pass to Bonsack. Ibarra blocked by Ehlers.
That was a nice pass. Good recovery defense by Crete.
Bonsack with a little scoop. Van An. Try it again. But here comes Crete, up 12. Down low to Gardner. Dangerous pass, but he gets it.
Good
Nice
left
finish.
hand. Good left hand finish. You know, Crumless is vital for the Crete Cardinals. I mean, he does so many things well, and we've already seen him hit a 3. We see a post move left hand finish. You know, a lot of times when there's a lot of attention, and rightly so, to McDowell and Gardner, all of a sudden you see the stat line and you see Crumless, you know, almost getting 10 points,
Yep,
and
right
6,
there.
7 rebounds.
And just good finish, Van An. That'll be a foul on Svitak. No, but you're exactly right. I think like with Crumless too, if you just watch his game, just extending plays, like poking the ball back out because he's down low rebounding, or his defense too, just creating turnovers. So Van An with the last 6 points.
Yeah, providing a
Bulldogs.
spark. You know, as I mentioned, he does a lot of things for some of our analytics people out there. He's got a plus 2.2 plus minus. And so for only scoring a few points a game, to have a positive plus minus, that means you're doing a lot of other things really well.
That is for the analytical people out there. At the line is McDowell for 2. Good on 1 of 2. Barra to bring it down. Good look. Bonsack's had a nice couple of passes in the last couple of outings. Body foul. Going to go on Howard. So again, back to the line goes McDowell for 2 more attempts.
Yeah, that's a good attack. You know, got to the hip to draw the block. Let's see if he can make both of these.
We got a football game tomorrow. We got Chiefs Raiders tomorrow, 3:30. I know we're still in basketball mode, but
Yeah.
it's almost playoff time for NFL too.
You think our Chiefs are, you know, looking good for the playoffs or not?
They're winning, but they ain't winning by much. I don't know. I want Tyreek back. Dow, good on the second. That gives him 16 on the night. Gardner called with the foul. 2 team fouls apiece. Justice Gardner will replace Crumless.
And that's a good example there where officials are okay every once in a while when you get your hands on them. But if your hands are on them as they're trying to drive around you, that's when you have to pull the hand back, and that was a good call.
Bonsack looking to drive on McDowell. Good shot, not able to finish. McDowell to bring it up. Nice attack, good finish, McDowell. McDowell had 13 in the first quarter. That would be off the knee of your Barra, so that's going to be Cardinal basketball. We got a 30-second timeout. Coach Winkler for Gering. With 4:50 remaining here in our third quarter. You missed our first game. We talked about it earlier a little bit, but the girls' basketball game, Cardinals came away with a 3-point victory. Really good basketball game. Came down to the last couple of seconds. Crete hit a couple of free throws late to put them up 3, but well-played game.
Yeah, they did a nice job of finishing that game. You know, it could have went either way, and it's nice for the Crete girls to get that first win on a back-to-back Friday-Saturday home stand.
2023 first.
That's right. Makes you feel a lot better when you go into that Saturday walkthrough before, you know, in preparation.
Which they'll have early tomorrow
You know,
before Scotts Bluff.
When you get that win on Friday.
Makes it a little easier.
Yeah, the walkthrough's a little easier.
So Henning to bring the ball up for Crete. Gardner double teamed. Looking down low for Justice. Now Justice gets it. And Ybarra is going to be called for the reach in. So that would be Crete basketball underneath their own basket.
And Justice has provided some good minutes, you know, when he's been in the game tonight.
You're exactly right. Henning in that short corner. Nice take, Gardner over to McDowell. They're going to call that body before the pass. Bonsack's first. Long possession here for Crete. This time Ehlers with the finish. Crete up 18. Slowly extending that lead. Ehlers, good steal, good D. Pass just a little long to Gardner.
Yeah, that's you know, we had a couple of those turnovers in the first half, and that's one of those times in transition. He hadn't been stopped yet by anybody. Keep that dribble going instead of making that pass, and he is very good in the open court. I'd like to see him continue to take that. If somebody doesn't come up, take that all the way to the rim.
Yep.
You know, not only is Ehlers good at that on the rebound, the coaches and teammates are fine with that. You see oftentimes when he gets a rebound, he brings the ball down a lot.
Yep. Foul called there on Bonsack. So 5-out look here. As McDowell cuts in. He'll finish with his left. Draws the foul. That might go on Greeley. And take that back. That's by Howard.
Yeah, really nice move. Got the ball in the short corner. You know, face up. Bonsack didn't close off that baseline, and McDowell was able to get to the opposite side of the rim and finish with contact.
It gives him 20 points on the night. 21. Well, Crete D allowing about 42 points a game. Right now, Gering sitting at 15. Maggie with the defense and the board. Like what you just talked about. Had the pass, but this time.
Absolutely. I mean,
finish it with the drive.
Absolutely. Nobody came up to cut it off, and
finish
he did a great job finishing there.
Van An goes up with, looks like it's blocked a little bit by Gardner or Henning. Van An just off. Nice job by Ybarra tracking it down. Nothing easy right now. Greeley with the drive. We'll see what the call is here. That's going to be a charge. Henning takes the charge. And technical foul looks like it's going to be called as well. So technical foul called on Greeley. So it'll be McDowell shooting 2 free throws, and it'll be Crete basketball.
At the line, shooting technical free throw, Hayden McDowell.
Hayden good on the first. I was watching the Creighton women play. They played on Wednesday night with Crete's own Morgan Molly playing. She scored 30 points. I was watching early. Assists kept piling up, rebounds piling up. I don't even know what she finished with, rebounds and assists. But.
Yeah, we watched many a time Morgan, have, double-doubles, almost triple-doubles. 30 points is not unusual for her. She shoots a very good percentage from everywhere, including the three-point line. And so with her size, she's very versatile, and it's really fun to watch. I know, my girls at home, we're watching her play on TV as much as we can.
That's exactly right. Offensive foul called. It'll be Gering basketball. No, you're exactly right. Kind of become a Creighton fan this last couple of years watching Morgan play. McDowell gets a breather. Shot up and in for Seiler. Ball reversed over to Justice Gardner, and he'll answer with the 3 of his own. That's his first points of the night. Really nice ball reversal, good shot. Howard, another 3, going back and forth, trading 3-point buckets. Under a minute. Tough spot. And Henning gets the steal and the finish. Henning's first points of the night. Down at the board, looks for Eggy.
That's a good pass.
That is a good look. Good finish.
Good finish to the quarter for Henning and Crete.
Seiler with the last shot. And that'll do it for our third quarter. Crete up 45-18. 1 quarter remaining.
Yeah, that was nice to see. Obviously McDowell continued to score, but we were starting to see some points from other people. And we've been talking a little bit about that difference between, when to continue to push in transition or when not to. You were able to see some good examples there of, us finishing correctly in transition and really reading that defense. On when to pass it ahead or when to keep the dribble based off what the defense is giving you. So. Seeing a lot of positive things from Coach Siski's Cardinals tonight.
I think, too, like one thing that we talked about at half was, you know, second quarter we were kind of settling. We were taking that first open three and in the 2-3 zone. You can find that open three. You just got to keep reversing the ball, but don't, you know, see if you can find a great shot, not a good shot.
Yeah.
You can see there's been more attacking, and they're attacking that short corner, looking, dishing off, and they've gotten to the hole. They've gotten to the bucket. They had a few fouls, gotten to the free throw line.
Yeah, and I mean, we have a lot of guys that, you know, can score the basketball, you know, on any given night. And so, and especially, like what you're saying, when you're passing up good shots to get great shots, you know, we're going to shoot for a high percentage. And so, you know, we've seen a lot of good examples. And again, on the replay there, Henning correctly saw, you know, a teammate cut to the basket and for a nice, you know, left-hand finish in transition for Eggy.
So it's going to be Gering basketball here to start our final quarter of the night. Creed up 47-21. Be a kickball. Inbound is Beals. He'll get it off to Greeley. Howard still kind of bouncing around. Eggy comes up with long pass to Henning. Henning kind of saw a layup before him. Just maybe it's that moment where you take your eyes off it right before it hits your hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Football receivers know what I'm talking about. Barra, he hits. Coach Siski, quick timeout after that three.
Yeah, I don't think he's overly thrilled with the start of this quarter. I was looking for Ibarra to shoot, you know, a couple outside shots. He'd really been going for the drive, but, you know, good for him to knock that three-pointer down.
That was a nice confident shot, really, by Ibarra. So just a quick timeout here. Good test coming tomorrow with Scotts Bluff coming to town. I think the 3 and 4 according to wild card points. Verton to bring the ball down for Crete. Verton kind of running that baseline while Crumbliss watches high post area. Justice looks to dribble out of the double team, and the foul is going to be called.
Yeah, and when they're double teaming that wing pass. You know what I'd like to see our guys do is get a little bit more present, a little bit closer to the ball, so that we can get a reversal out of that trap and then attack the basket. Right now, as we're getting trapped on top, our teammates are a little bit too far away from the ball for that guy in the trap to deliver a good pass.
Henning, good job there getting the rebound, maintaining possession for Crete. So they'll get more opportunity here. Ooh, ball was tipped. Take Justice over to Eggy. Just short, good rebound, Greeley. That's going to be a foul, probably on Crumbliss. Something's called on Eggy. Or Justice. Bonsack looking for the cutting Howard. Tries to drive it himself. Now he sees an opening. Just a little off. Eggy back to Henning. Eggy. Off again, but Henning doing a good job. Another offensive rebound. Offensive foul is going to be called. But Henning doing a good job getting down there, keeping that possession a little bit longer.
Yeah, that was a really good rebound, and kind of dipped his shoulder as he went into the defender to draw the offensive foul.
So Crete up 23. Clock winding down on this game. Bonsack looking for Greeley. Burton, good job defensively, making it tough for Greeley to go get that. Shot is going to be blocked by Justice. Just gets a fingertip on it, and here comes Crete. You can see,
He definitely
you almost
wanted
see
to,
what's going through
But
his
I
mind.
do think in the back of his mind, you know, he's like, I think Coach Siski's standing right behind me, and I'm not sure he wants me to shoot that
this
shot
yet.
at
Yeah,
this
I know.
point in
I don't know if I'm
time.
going to shoot this yet or not.
And he would have said, yes, Mason, keep rebounding just like that.
Justice Gardner with another three. His second on the night, 2 for 2.
Yeah, it's great to see Justice out here playing. You know, from a young age, after watching him play, he's always had a really nice release off the shot, and that is not luck by any stretch that he's making three-point shots. You know, he's had a very nice shot.
So Eggy has the ball up top. Coach Siski wanted to get it set up, find that great shot, like you said. And Eggy, there's the great shot for Trace Eggy.
Yeah, and you know, that's his first three. I think he's one of 3 or 1 of 4, but you know, they've been good shots, and they've been in and out actually. And as we see Ibarra again, I've just been wanting to keep shooting that shot. He's got a good shot. I felt like sometimes he passed up a good shot to drive it, and I know he's a strong driver, but I really like what we've seen from Ibarra, you know, these last few minutes.
Can't give him much space. You know, that 3 gives Trace 7 on the night. See a few different players come in the ball game here fairly soon.
You know, and you mentioned, you know, Burton on Greeley, and you know, we mentioned that you know, Gardner was doing a nice job early on, and the minutes that Burton has come in, he's done a nice job defensively as well, and so that is worth noting.
They certainly put a focus on not letting or making it as hard as possible to get Greeley the basketball.
Yeah, and you can tell he's a good player.
Yeah.
You know, you can just see, even though it's not his night and he's not making the shots that he normally makes, you can see the things that he's doing, you know, that warrant that being the player that he is. But and boy, does that happen sometimes.
I think this is the first time all night we've seen Gering in their man defense, isn't it? Henning.
That was a good drive right there.
Good
A good move
take.
from an entry feed. Yeah. You know, obviously they, you know, primarily a 2-3 team, and you know, good opportunity to work on their secondary defense. And so even though the game is most likely out of reach, you know, there's still some things to work on both sides here.
Good take by Eders, but good block there. Bonsack is there. Eggy gets that and gets fouled. I believe that's on Howard. We'll be doing that. We have 5th grade girls have our basketball games tomorrow morning, and so that's exactly what they're doing too, working on the 2-3 zone, and then they got to work on their man defense. And so we've been working on that. Got to start young.
Well, our the K2 girls basketball team that I'm working with, we start back up next Wednesday. And so really been working on our jump stops, shooting form.
Not ready for the zone defense.
Not ready for the
concept,
zone.
yeah.
Man, I mean, we have been working on man defense actually, Coach Kane, but we're not implementing a zone. We are currently trying to get through practice with 1 or 2 bathroom breaks. And
just the different things you have to worry about. Yeah.
But we're getting there.
You're getting there. You're getting
and
there.
I enjoy it every time I'm with them too. It's awesome.
Svitak now with 4 points on the night. Nice finish by Van An.
I've been impressed with Van An.
He's quick. Nice entry pass. His feet talk. Just good defense, but it's a good look. Really still can't find an opening.
He's going to take, he's going to.
He's
like, he's going to take one here.
Yeah, yeah.
Good finish.
Ibarra in the passing lane. Here he comes. Comes up short. It was a 1-on-3. Certainly contested. Nice take. Ehlers.
He was going to try to dunk that, Kane. He was loading up like he was going to dunk it. Got some contact, but good finish.
I see someone of your height would understand. Oh yeah, he's going up for the dunk. Someone like, I'm like, oh, he's going up for a nice contested layup.
You would see the replay. There's just something about it. Like when you're going up to dunk it, you're just loading your legs just a little bit more.
Yeah.
You could see that, and then you see his reaction afterwards.
Going for it. Yeah. So in the ball game now for Crete.
See, I thought you were a high flyer back in the days of Ogallala.
No. I was one of those ones where you kind of finger roll it and then grab the rim afterward.
I think I saw that one time when we played in that the YMCA basketball league. I think I saw that a couple times.
It's a solid move. So Carson Coteal, number 3 in the ball game for Crete. Number 31, Kenton Spence. Number 20, Corbin Coe. Number 4, Torrance Siski.
And like I mentioned earlier about a minute ago about there's still some things to work on. This is a great opportunity right now for everybody on the floor. If you're not getting a ton of varsity minutes, being in a varsity game, I don't care what time it is, it feels different than a JV game. It feels different than a reserve game.
Yes, it's just a different level.
And so just getting your body used to that, and still being able to perform, and that's a great experience.
I didn't get to say Everett Heath, number 25, Everett Heath. Also in the ball game. Bulldog basketball. Goodrell in the game for Gering. Spence with the rebound, or steal, rather. Go to Heath down low. A bounce pass.
Yeah, he's trying to make that bounce pass to Coteal cutting. Good idea for sure.
Always tough in that lane as they closes up pretty quick. Shot up for Seiler. Just long. And that'll do it. Good basketball game. A couple of good basketball games tonight.
Yeah, good wins for the Cardinals. Is like I said earlier, back at it again tomorrow.
Back at it again tomorrow. Crete improves to 9-1. Gering goes to 3-7. So thanks for tuning in again. Travis Coe, who puts Strive on for Crete. Thank you so much. Thanks for your students and everything that you guys do. Always do a great job for Crete and everyone who watches on Strive. So we appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brent Kane for Brent Cole. A couple of BCs. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Been fun. And we'll catch you next time.